This video is sponsored by MILSPEC Watch Group. MILSPEC Watch Group is an authorized dealer of a number of different military-style watches based out of North Dakota and the Minnesota Twin Cities area.
All right, hey guys, OFD checking in here, and today we're going to be unboxing a couple of watches from Marathon. Ordered these from MILSPEC Watch Group. Actually, I ordered this watch from MILSPEC Watch Group. They sent this one along with it. This is a watch for actually one of their key team members that is getting this watch, but they wanted to send it out to me so I could show it here on the channel. That I'm going to send it back to them. So we'll unbox this one and take a look at it. And then this is the one I ordered. I'm super excited to show this one to you guys. If you can see through the bubble wrap, you might know what that one is. But if you look at the t-shirt they sent me underneath, I think you guys probably know what company this is from. On my wrist today is the 41 millimeter GSAR polar dial from Marathon, one of my favorite watches in the collection. I've had this one, I want to say, for around a year and a half, and it's keeping great time, and it's a watch that gets a lot of wrist time. So, all right, with that, we're going to go ahead and open this one first. This is from Marathon's 34 millimeter field line. I think they've got a sale going on their website or something on these right now, but very cool watches, very reasonably priced, and these fall into that kind of that real traditional military issue style watch. Recently did one of those from MWC also, and this one kind of falls into that same line. This one was ordered, like I said, by one of the key members of the MILSPEC Watch Group. So Cody, we'll take a look at this one and then get it sent back out to you stat, all right? So let's pull the top off this one. I love the way these are packaged. This nice metal casing looks great. And of course, we've got the warnings in here that you shouldn't eat the watch. You shouldn't eat the battery out of the watch. You shouldn't put the chemical from the battery on your skin. So pretty straightforward stuff. I hope that most of you guys understand that. Inside of here, we have our Marathon purpose-built, engineered for the field, not for your display case. Truly field watches. And here you go with your authorized warranty card there, Cody. So we'll set that to the side. Our information on Marathon watches in this particular watch. End-of-life indicator, has water resistance, shockproof, stop second feature, and end-of-life there. So it runs a 371 battery. So it's pretty cool. You get all the information you really need to know about your watch right here on this piece of paper. So if I had this watch, I'd hang on to this also. So when I need new battery, I know which one I need, and I can even tell the person replacing it. So go ahead and take this one out, and here we go with that traditional military style field watch. Love this one. Great looking timepiece. You have a 34 millimeter case on this side to side. Comes in right around 37 lug to lug. I didn't measure the thickness on this, but I'm going to say right around 12 millimeters. And you have a flat minerals, I think it's a mineral crystal on this watch. But very nice watch. That could be a sapphire crystal. I'll go ahead and put that on the screen down here below if it is a sapphire crystal. But very nice military layout, as you guys can see. Clean stick hands, batons with Marglow on them, so these are going to glow really good at night. We will do a loom shot with this watch towards the end of the video. You have your 24-hour chapter on the inside there, staying in tradition with military-style watches. We'll go ahead and push the crown in, as you guys can see it ticking along there. And if you're not familiar with what the end of life means for the movement on this is a Swiss Ronde movement in here. So the end of life movement means that as this watch battery starts to wind down, it'll start skipping to 2-second intervals. As soon as it, let me wipe that off. As soon as it does that, you know that it's time to get a battery change on this watch. And so that's a really nice feature to have. And it's not going to die right away. You usually have about a month or two that second hand will tick. It'll still keep good time, but it'll start ticking 2 seconds at a time, lets you know, hey, it's time to put a new battery in here. I wanted to notice also how nicely this watch hits the indices there all the way around, hitting right there on those second marks, and I think that's great. Love everything about this watch. This is the sage green case on this one. I do believe they offer it in a number of different styles. Beautiful nylon strap on this watch, very thick and heavy duty. I think we have 16 millimeters here, but what I would consider like a death stand style strap. This is very heavy duty, very thick, very well put together. On the case back of this watch, let's go ahead and pull this off for just a second so we can take a quick look at it. You're going to have your military information. Pretty much all of these watches from Marathon, MWC, have the military information they need to have down there on them. So in case they become a contract watch or anything like that. Watch, wrist, general purpose quartz, Mariglow, gives you the information you need to know right there on the case back. But really good looking, clean looking timepiece. And before the end of the video, we'll go ahead and throw this one on my 7-inch wrist. to show what it looks like. But let's go ahead and jump on to the next unboxing. This is the watch I got for myself, and I'm super excited about this one. I've been wanting one of these for a while, but I've just kind of held off, so I figured it's 2025. Time to get myself a Marathon Navigator. This is the stainless steel model. Always loved the Navigator line, but I wanted a steel one, and so when they came out with the stainless steel models, these have always been right there on my radar. So again, the nice packaging from Marathon here. Go ahead and open this up. And there we go. None of the warnings. I guess we don't have a battery, so they don't have to warn us not to eat the battery. Oh, nope, there it is. There's the warning. Okay, this one doesn't have a battery in it, so we don't have to worry about all that. And then again, general purpose, engineered for the field. We're going to have our warranty card inside of here. All of our information about the watch. This is the SS stainless steel Nav-D automatic. So that's the stainless steel Navigator, date, and automatic. This is run a Sellita SW200 movement in it. So very nice there. And again, our warranty card should be signed and everything. Gonna pull that out and check that out. Yep, there we go. There's all our information on the warranty card there. So again, stuff you definitely want to hang on to. So here's the watch. Now I did order it on the standard strap, the standard military strap. I know this is available with def stand, but it's a little bit more. And I honestly have one of the def stand straps for this in the, I think it's like Coyote Brown or something. So I can interchange that with this watch here. No problem at all whatsoever. So wow, this is such a cool looking piece. I've been just dying to get this watch into the collection. So I'm not going to go through a full review. I'm going to wear this watch for probably 2 weeks or so, and then we'll do a full review of it. We have that bi-directional bezel there, as you guys can see, clicks around there. That was interesting. I wasn't sure whether it was pressure or clicks, so it's got the clicks, which I really love. Love the fact that this watch is a lot thinner. It's a lot thinner than the GSAR. Definitely a sacrifice to water resistance, but I'm not, a diver or anything like that. So 100 meters of water resistance, which this has, is just fine. This is in a 41 millimeter case, all stainless steel, all bead blasting, as you can see on that factory nylon strap. Again, on the case back, if you're used to looking at these watches, you have all of the military information you need to have there on the back. Swiss made, but these are made in Canada or Canadian made watches. And this one does not have the fixed spring bars like we had on the field watch. This does have removable spring bars with pierced lugs, so that if you want to do strap changes, it's very easy to do that. This is going to be a watch that for me is going to live on a nylon strap or a NATO strap, however you want to put it, probably a RAF style strap at times also, but very, very nice looking timepiece. Both of these watches from Marathon. Let me grab the other one and bring it up here too. So here we go with the 34 right next to the 41 millimeter Navigator. So killer looking watches. I really like both these watches. I think I know that this is going back to Cody over there at Marathon, but I think I'm going to end up ordering one of these down the road because it's a cool looking watch. It's a really nice field watch. And if you guys are looking for a watch, getting people into the watch world, something like this is a really good option out there. Lightweight, keeps the time perfectly. You set it down for a week or something like that. You pick it up, it's still keeping the time perfectly. No date to worry about. This is a great starter watch for folks. So, all right, so when I do a full review, you'll see the glow tubes on this one. But for the other one with the Marglow, we'll go ahead and light that up, and you guys can see what that Marglow loom looks like. Pretty darn good loom on this little 34 millimeter watch. That's going to glow for you all night long. Got the green on the indices, the orange up there at 12, and nice bright hands on this watch. So that looks good. So, and again, stick around. We'll show the loom tubes on this watch. Need to do that in full darkness. These, as you guys know, aren't triggered by light. They're actually glowing all the time, but very cool stuff. All right, guys, you like the video, give me a thumbs up down there at the bottom. And if you've not subscribed to the OFD channel yet, please do. Please do. Thanks, guys.